Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast, the 77th most popular animation podcast on Twitch.tv. YouTube, I mean. That's where we are right now, actually. I changed my mind. I don't need you to respect me, I respect me. I changed my mind. I'm your host, Ryan Rivety. Who else is here?
Yeah, Rosie, we have an order. We do that in now.
Why, hello. It's me, Steamboat Rosa. I'm riding on my steamboat here. Going to it. I'm gonna fall down this waterfall. Just like a Pop Team Epic. Next boat.
I like the idea you're pitching here that the concept of steamboats did not become public domain until recently. Disney had all domain over steamboats until now.
No. Disney owned being able to whistle while steering a steamboat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that happens in Steamboat Willie.
Nothing else after that.
Yeah.
That
means Pop Team Epic can actually do the bit now.
Who's our third regular?
It's me, Seep. Steamboat Seep.
That's right, I'll kill you.
I'm over on the left here. I'm the,
the creator of all your kids' favorite iPad videos.
Is that true? I guess that is true. Yeah. Yeah, go check out my iPad videos at youtube.com/paintresscp. We'll put a link to it in the chat. You know, if you want to come check it out, you know.
And who's our special guest?
That's
Hi,
right.
I'm Kelsey from the hit summer blockbuster Cafe Lily.
Wow.
Now, Kelsey, I've never talked to you before.
Really?
No, I'm lying right now. You don't remember?
Yes, I do
Kelsey,
remember.
tell us what you do. What's wrong? What's up with you?
What's wrong with you?
What's your business?
That?
Yeah, that's what everyone's wondering.
Yeah, we ask that to everybody.
I'm on Cafe Lily, which is on this channel, and I guess you should watch that because I like to talk with Rosa on there about Yuri and other things.
I don't remember being on that show.
Don't you?
I think. Oh wait, that's my homunculus.
What? I don't want to get into this. I'm just saying. Ryan.
Yeah.
We could very easily have the Otis plane like baked into the image by now.
Up!
I'm sorry. We're not going to dwell on it, but it's been a while. This is our first episode of the year. We kind of took a little bit of a holiday hiatus. And usually that's when we end the season, but we're doing things different now. It's a new era. We're in the meta era now. So we're going to swap out all the voice actors. But this is the first time I've seen the Otis plane in a while. And it's just funny. It's not in the thumbnail because it's not in that image. You know?
It's like a special surprise when you start the video. Isn't that nice?
It's my fun pizza, kids. Come on. This is like more than normal pizza. It has watermelon on it.
It's got Otis on the plane. Look at its Otis. You can see his snout.
Isn't that way cooler than like other podcast kids?
Yeah, we're way cooler than cartoons that curse and the Pizza Party podcast. We're the coolest animation podcast. We're so cool.
Yay!
I mean, one out of two we kind of clear objectively
by virtue of still existing.
Yeah.
Let's prove the haters wrong right now.
All right. Before we get into like topics today, or specific ones.
Wait, did we interrupt like Kelsey's introduction?
Nah, who cares?
What? No, Kelsey. Anything else you want to say before we start?
I'm enjoying talking about the Otis plane.
Well, see.
You sure there's not another Yuri thing you are part of?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I have to shill Petal and Leaf, which is a webpage that Rosa and I run where we post Yuri comics along with a team of artists.
Really? Do you draw them? I've
Yeah,
never heard of
well,
this.
in theory.
Can we get a link to what's it called? The pedal? What's it called?
It's called Petal and Leaf.
Petal and Leaf.
.neocities.org.
.neocities.org. Let me look this up. When did you start this? Let's make this the topic. Actually.
Yeah, Rosa and I started the site last year because she went into an Autona Precure induced trance, and
Yeah.
It was in like a few steak.
yeah, she just came up
And-
with a whole comic in a very
Oh my
short period of
God.
time, and we were like, oh, well, we should make a website and host stuff on it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't. Why didn't I know that? Hey, we're all learning stuff today. Isn't this? That's a great thing about shows like these. You never stop learning.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
Before we
I
get
feel like Jarvis in here.
before we get into our regular topics of the day, we've been gone a bit, so I thought it'd be worth
Oh yeah.
I thought it'd be worth looking back on a few 2023 things we missed real quick and commenting on them. Is there anything that happened here like the past month that you want to bring up real quick? Any kind of things you remember, like be like, oh, I want to make sure we talk about that on the podcast.
No.
Definitely not Autona Precure.
Really, nothing involving a show you like?
I have to look in like the page where we post topics to remember.
Fiona and Kate got a season 2 renewal. That's what I was trying to
Really?
push you towards. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forget. I just forget like how long it's been.
Yeah.
So that was pretty. That was pretty cool. I mean, we've kind of talked about like theoretically, I think, where what could happen next. But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm glad it's happening because I like that show. I'm curious to see where they take it next.
Yeah.
Fiona and Kate.
The way it ended is kind of interesting because it both feels very open and very final at the same time. So it can really kind of go anywhere it wants to. Like, it feels like it wrapped up a lot of its stuff, but it also feels like the world and characters they established, like they have room for more. So I'm interested to see where they go with it.
That's the Adventure Time way, kind of feel. I'm looking forward. I thought I had something else.
I mean, the whole next season, for all we know, could start like 100-year time skip. The whole show takes place like in BMO's like memory cube or something.
Right. That's I think
happens.
that's kind of what I wanted to get at. Like they know how to pull out surprises. So no one ever thought like when the show was announced that it was going to be what it ended up being. So
right. They held that to like the very last second they could possibly do that. So they waited.
Right. I'm curious to find out in like 2 years when it's finished.
Yeah.
Somebody's
asking, did you guys talk about Scott Pilgrim Takes Off at all last year? No, that was like right on the cutoff of like us like taking a break. I know at least 3 of us have seen it. I don't know if Kels ever did.
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay, that's fine. That was a great one. I liked it a lot. I think it follows up on the. I don't think it's a spoiler to say what happens at this point now because I think everyone really knows. About like at the end of the first episode where like the story is being played very straight. Scott gets like quote unquote killed. And the story kind of goes from there like in a different direction. This was controversial at the time for people who saw the movie. Nothing else about Scott Pilgrim. And then it goes in a more interesting direction. It expands upon characters in a different, unique way. You get to see different takes on them. It's kind of an interesting thing. I defined it as like we get a lot of reboots and revivals now, and like things coming back. But it's rare for me to like watch ones, even the ones that like are good. Like, okay, this like needed to come back. Like this needed to come back. This was worthy to come back. This made sense to bring back. When I think of stuff like that, I think of like the Rocco one they did. Static Cling. Like I feel like that had like a very poignant reason to come back and like say something.
Yes.
I think
Right.
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is one of those like reboots, revivals that felt like okay, it was worth bringing this thing back. It had something new to say about its characters. It had something new to say about what it was. And I liked it a
Yeah.
lot. How about you and Rosa though?
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful development. It's a nice look back on like what was missing from like the original series, and like something I really wanted to develop, like the characters they had in the show, and it was just wonderful to see. It's like, oh, where else they could have taken these? It's like where else everything would have gone different, and like in such a beautiful and hilarious way too. I'm very sad about that. I really love what they did with Roxy, where like they came back to it and like just wanted to give it more genuine care and love.
You've read all the cartoon books, right?
Is that what you're calling
Yeah,
them now? Cartoon books?
Yeah. What?
Continue, Rosa.
But yeah, it's just nice to see these characters being given depth and then like kind of just like wants to just get more love to these characters.
Yeah. Right.
Hey,
I completely agree.
hey, Seep. I know you made some really good tweets about a character in this cartoon that you liked a lot.
Yeah, I made some like comedic, satirical.
Oh, some satirical tweets about Wallace.
Yes.
What was satirical about them?
I was satirizing. So if you're not aware, can we get the image of the tweets on the screen?
Yeah, yeah. Let me get them real
Basically,
quick.
it was.
You know, it's gonna be good when Seep is not afraid of the bit.
Well, you know that picture of like John F. Kennedy getting his like brain blasted out, and he's dead on the
Yes.
floor, and his wife is like running away.
Yeah.
Someone like captioned it with like oh JFK must be like gay. Like I would have gone crazy on Jackie. So I was kind of going. I was sitting in the car and I was thinking about that. And I was thinking about because like Scott Pilgrim sleeps in this gay twink's bed in the cartoon. He does. He sleeps and they're like naked together in the first episode.
They're not naked together. I just have the
They're
image.
like half naked. And so I was like, it's just like a funny. It's just like a funny
It's
image.
just funny,
'cause,
huh?
like, yeah, well, because Wallace is like, he has a lot of, he gets around a lot. So
Yeah.
it's just like interesting.
It's
It's like the
interesting.
equivalent. I don't know. So I just thought that was like a funny observation that I could frame it in that
Yeah.
sort of light.
I'm
sort
sure.
of satirical light.
Don't look through Seep's like likes between like November, like
Oh,
late
whatever.
November, early December, and I'm sure there's like a Catboy.
Whatever.
I'm sure there's like Catboy Wallace at his likes somewhere.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I think the thing about Scott is that like Wallace can see Scott as like just the pet, like a straight animal.
He's more of a
Lo-
pet to me.
Not like in a not in like
Not in an
that kind of way,
Omni-Man
but
way?
just straight up like no, not just like a regular person would look at an animal. So it's just him being like a gay guy, like showing off his straight pet.
Satirically, though, of
Okay.
course.
Seriously, this is basically like a.
I'm the
tweet
one.
I saw where
You
someone
people
says-
are trying to make a mockery of me right now. You don't understand that I'm a comedic genius. I go up on the stage. We have a whole comedy corner for me. I'm always thinking of comedy to make. It's comedy, guys. Everybody, let's all have a laugh. It's relatable, but it's funny. I'm not just insane.
We kind of are.
It's satirical. Okay. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave these tweets on screen. I'll make sure you remember they're satirical. One more like I think late 2023 thing we can talk about real quick that I think people would want us to talk about, maybe forgot they want us to talk about it, is the trailer. The trailer for Kung Fu Panda 4 dropped.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda.
It
Yeah.
looks okay.
I don't
Yeah.
have much to say about it based on the trailer, honestly.
Yeah.
Other than like, I hope the movie's good. The trailer kind of didn't really sway my feelings, I guess. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like this could be like, they could surprise us again and make a good movie. It'd be really funny if a movie called Kung Fu Panda 4 is like genuinely just incredible. But this could be the one where they just completely fall into
Yeah,
just like the generic kids movie,
it's
and then that's it.
it's got some things that are worrying me. I'll say
Right.
the lead artist for like the previous movies is gone. And you could tell with the new characters, I think, especially the Aquafina girl, does not
Uh-huh.
match like the art direction of these films whatsoever. She looks like a Zootopia character, and it takes me a bit out of it when I see her on screen. Like that's not a Kung Panda character. That's a
Yeah.
Zootopia character.
Yeah.
And also she's voiced by Aquafina. That's never gone wrong before.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. The past villains thing makes me a bit worried because sometimes that feels like a bit like we're running out low on steam, but we need to make another one. We need like a big nostalgia win. Bring back Tai Lung, the villain guy likes. And there's some interesting things you
Right.
can do there with like bringing him back and like maybe forcing him to like interact with Shifu some more. I don't know. There's something there you could do. I don't know if they will. But I hope it's good. This series is a good track record.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's kind of sad that like they're not taking some of like the techniques they learned from like the other movies
Huh.
to increase his visual style. I don't know. I just want to. I was hoping they like not only just like take as like a moment to make an evolution, but also to like, yeah, pretty much like an evolution.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
that is a point. It is shockingly less stylized than you think it would be, like at this point in time. Especially compared to like I don't know, maybe we're like not seeing the moments it's gonna go crazy in the trailers, but like
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I feel like the trailer is very pretty. It's pretty bare.
yeah.
Like nothing that cool happens in it. So I think
Yeah.
there could be. I don't know.
I think, but like definitely Kung Fu Panda is definitely strong. Is at the strongest when it's like
Yeah,
good.
like if you check his like
It's
power scale like
choreography.
website on the Death Battle wiki.
Yeah,
know.
it's like more on like its choreography is like what really stands out in that series,
Uh-huh.
and definitely character designs add to it. But yeah,
Else, have you seen any of the Kung Fu Panda movies?
Yeah, a couple of them. I mean, I don't know which one it
That's
is
most
that
of
always gets shown around, and it's like this movie has surprisingly good art direction, and everyone's like, yeah, it does.
It's just all three of them, I think.
Okay.
That's just generally the first one has like the action scenes that get shared the most. There's that bridge scene that's pretty like infamous.
Mm.
Like, I think the first one has the most iconic action scenes, but like art direction wise, people gas up all three of them, and for good reasons. All three of them are very good looking movies.
Uh-huh.
One more thing, real quick, before we get into real news. There's currently multiverses toys at McDonald's in some country. Don't know which one. They're just cards. They're just cards.
When did this happen to McDonald's?
You get like layman's stupid fucking toys.
Is it like when the iPad started like becoming like huge?
Yeah.
Did the iPad
What?
kill the McDonald's toy store?
And now all the McDonald's toys are Crash Bandicoot renders on soft pillows.
Yeah.
I love the Crash Team Rumble McDonald's toys because they're like the perfect quality for that game. I think they're just like here's some cardboard with Crash Bandicoot on it.
Maybe it's freaking like inflation. Like it's like we can't keep making these for free. We have to like degrade the quality even further.
maybe more.
Bust out the red bubble printers.
Mario movie ones
Yeah.
were all right.
Isn't that
Yeah,
always a
I
thing
went to
though?
the
With
DMV.
Go on.
Sorry,
What? I
I,
was just
I
gonna
thought
say I
that
saw
was always a
Donkey Kong
thing
at
with
DMV.
the Pokemon cards that are at McDonald's.
Oh,
That
that's
they always
right.
become surprisingly rare.
Yeah, what happens is McDonald's does like Pokemon toys, and the toys will come with a card usually, and a bunch of adults, because one of the Paul brothers a few years ago bought a Charizard card. There's a whole Domino. Okay, real quick, Domino picture. one of the Paul brothers buying a Charizard card for like $1,000 million, way overpriced. Dominoes fall over. Final domino falls over. Adults beating up children for Pokemon McDonald's cards.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Domino image, small domino, Paul Brothers does something, big domino, more bad things occur.
What has that ever happened before? But yeah, the Paul brothers, who are famous YouTubers, they made a big deal on a Charizard card they bought for like a lot of money, and that kind of spiraled out of control. And now Pokemon cards are like, I don't think
now
that,
Big Mac is $15.
and now Big Mac is $15. You know what I mean, right? Like some famous YouTubers kind of made the scene go insane. Anyway,
right.
do you want to get to some real news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have fantastic news.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That
What is it?
that rat is ours. Steamboat Willie has officially entered the public domain.
Wow. What does that mean for us?
That means we can do whatever we want with this stupid rat as long as he looks like how he does in the first cartoon.
Okay.
Yep.
He can't look like modern Mickey, but if he looks like Steamboat Willie Mickey, it's okay. There's probably a lot of asterisks alongside that. I don't know what happens like you give Steamboat Willie Mickey red pants. If that's just too far. I don't know. The whole thing's a bit confusing, admittedly.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules to it, and I think nobody knows for sure until Disney tries to sue someone. I think that's really going to be when we really start to figure out everything. Because technically, I think there is evidence of Red Pants Mickey like existing back then.
Right, yeah.
It just wasn't on like film. So I don't know. Disney is a strike at one of them at some point for something extremely pedantic. And that's probably gonna be a big determiner.
They're 110% eyeing the situation to see who makes a Mickey that's just a bit too much, like not approvable. They can like strike, scare everyone.
Yeah, because if it was up to them, this wouldn't have ever happened.
Right.
Like they're trying to keep it from happening.
And I think that's why a lot of the things you've seen already are like specifically a black and white Mickey with the Steamboat hat to make sure like it's abundantly clear this is Steamboat Willie Mickey with no questions like attached whatsoever.
Sheep's Clubhouse, Sheep's Clubhouse.
Yes, Rosa.
I think it'd be really funny if we get an announcement of like a season 3 of like Top Team Epic, and they actually go back and actually animate the Steamboat Willie bit because now it's under public domain.
Does that happen in Top Team Epic?
What
happened
in the manga? There was like a small parody where Puku's reenacting Steamboat Willie and then falls off the waterfall. But in the anime, they just replace it with like a reference to Nice Boat while saying, "Yeah, this is what's happening in the background."
Oh, okay.
This is also like that's also like the second time they like did like a Mickey Mouse thing and he had to censor it in the anime.
Kels, do you have any exciting plans now that Mickey Mouse is up for the grabs? Any plans for that rat?
I'm just waiting for the first Donald Duck cartoon to become public domain so that we can get Mickey and Donald non-copyright infringing yaoi.
We could do Mickey and Pete right now. Mickey's and Pete the first is the public domain.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
It's like toxic yaoi.
Let's do that, everybody.
You have,
and profit off of it.
You have full rights to Mickey, Minnie, and Pete the first, and all those animals Mickey tortures in the first cartoon.
Yeah. Of course, we're getting the low budget 3-month production cycle horror movies.
And people are mad and say we should not have the public domain because of them. I think people sometimes forget how the public domain works. Like, people make these horror movies. Now nobody will make anything cool with Mickey Mouse. This is all anyone will make in the first month, a week.
Yeah. No, that's just like the quickest, cheapest, most low effort thing that you could immediately.
Right.
Like if they get sued over that,
look,
it's probably not a big loss.
The epic Mickey fandom teens that exist on Twitter I know they exist. Once they get a bit older, they'll make something raw with Mickey Mouse, and you'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm curious to see because like the kind of like when the public domain like dam broke, a lot of stuff people do is like stuff you could have done before, like you could still have done parody and stuff,
Right.
like The Simpsons has done it and all that.
Mhm.
So I wonder, like, I don't know, what's are we gonna see like a true Mickey Mouse passion project that also just can't be confused with the Disney brand?
I feel
Because
like
Mickey's kind of become like the face of Disney.
I feel like once somebody gets sued or something, and we know like what Disney specifically doesn't want, like what to be careful about, and like how to avoid it, like what like the legal things are. Once like everything's figured out, I think people will start
Mhm.
making interesting things with this rat and his girlfriend and Pete the cat. And maybe Pooh and Tigger and Oswald. Yeah, there's a few characters you can play with in the public
All in
domain.
one big universe.
In one big public domain universe. Is that Santa? Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be seeing. Um, Friday Night Funkin' EXE kids. They also love like scary classic Bendy cartoons. I'm sure we'll be getting a lot
Oh
of
my
like
god.
raw and epic Mickey Mouse fan games now, but like on the
That's
Steam Marketplace instead of itch.io.
Yeah.
I just remembered that Bendy got a movie announcement. That's
Oh.
something that happened last year or this year. I don't know.
I also wanted to say,
Yeah.
What?
I saw like a Friday Night Fucking thing in my recommendation about, and it's based on like the bad ending from like Sonic 2 on like the Game Gear, and it shows like the boyfriend face also up in the sky, but Sonic is somberly looking upon Tails, and I'm like thinking, hey, this isn't about you. Go away. Don't make it about you. He's like mourning. Leave it alone. Leave Sonic alone. He's mourning.
I can tell this has been weighing down on you.
He's being mean. He's being like rude to my friend Sonic the Hedgehog, who's mourning the
It's
loss
okay,
of his
it's
little
okay,
bunny
Rosa.
tail.
It's all right. It's all public domain. It's all right.
And then like, and
Gonna
then
be
he
okay.
proceeds to like see me like beating up like the boyfriend.
Oh.
Like,
Don't mess with Sonic, our friend Sonic.
yeah.
I think what needs to happen is like some wacky comedian person, like I don't know, Tim and Eric, like those guys. They need to like be the ones to like take the first leap forward and make it a stupid Mickey Mouse like thing. Like see how far they can take it. Someone like that needs to do it. Like they need to make like a red pants Mickey character to use.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. I want to start seeing like Mickey as like a recurring character in things that are just unrelated.
We gotta add him to like freaking American Dad as like a main character.
Yeah.
Stan, meet my new friend, Mickey Steamboat Rat.
That's the sound Mickey makes in the cartoon.
Do you think Mickey's voice will be like a big thing? Like if he sounds too much like Mickey, they're like, no, 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 no.
I think so, because his voice is pretty iconic. I think next year, if they don't extend the copyright things, because I think 1929 was the first time he started talking.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait till then, I suppose. I think you can make him talk, though.
Right, but he can't sound too much like Mickey Mouse. That's gonna be interesting because like his design and it's always been like designed around that like whoa, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of voice.
Yeah. Maybe there's a way. I think
Super
there's a way.
Mario though.
You could just do like a Mario voice and say like, "Oh, Mickey doesn't say this. Mickey doesn't go wahoo."
Mickey doesn't say Mamma Mia.
Oh my goodness. Ah,
Like this is
you can get away with doing this. Hi, it's me, little Mickey.
that's not close enough.
Mickey doesn't say
You're right. No, Pete doesn't say, "Oh my God!" Wah!
Pete doesn't say, Mickey, how dare you ruin my family vacation? Rah!
Yeah, he
could.
doesn't say that.
It's a workaround. Well,
We figured it out for you.
I'm excited to see what demented things everyone will do with this rat.
Okay.
Well, get excited here. I'm working on something.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Are
Um,
we gonna... Rose is cooking up a new character for us to add to the StartCast boat.
I have a pretty tragic news story there today. About
Oh
maybe
no.
about 2023. A report went out about Super Mario franchise last year.
Yeah.
2023, the first year since this character's debut, that Waluigi didn't appear in a video game.
What?
2023, the Waluigi-less
Wait,
year.
Hold on. There had to be some like middling sports game that we got released.
No.
Some kind of like phone spin-off with like a
Nope.
gotcha character. Are you serious?
Whole year without Waluigi. No, not even a game announced with him in it for next year. Or, I mean, this year now.
This is the beginning of the end. They're gonna stop using him.
They're gonna stop making, like, boring sports games and Waluigi be, like, out of a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mostly find this funny and interesting for a few reasons. It's kind of funny. 2023 was objectively a big year for Mario as like a series. There was the movie, there was the new 2D platformer, Mario RPG came back. There was a bunch of stuff at the theme park. This just kind of a general like Mario is kind of back kind of year. Peach got a game announced for herself. It doesn't look stupid. Just kind of a big year for Mario. And it's funny, like when they're not making like these kind of middling spin-off games, they sometimes do to fill out the library a bit. You know, no offense to the Mario sports fans, I just think the past 10 years they haven't made one of worth. It kind of leaves these characters like Waluigi and like Rosalina also wasn't in anything last year as another character. Just kind of leaves these characters like the wayside. Like,
Yeah.
If there's no like Mario lacrosse game coming out, what is Waluigi to do?
I guess that is true. I mean, do they really need to do anything else? Do they need to aspire for more?
It's also funny because pretty big news related to last year is the Mario Brothers and the Woz. We assume we don't know. Maybe Charles is still voicing Waluigi somehow. All got voice recasted. We heard Mario and Luigi in Wonder, and then Wario we heard in his new Ware game. We haven't heard Waluigi yet, and there's no game on the horizon where we know we'll hear his voice. So we're gonna be waiting a hot minute to hear the new Waluigi still.
Yeah.
I mean, it might not be so far away. And they love to drop an announcement for a new game that's coming out in like 2 days.
We're gonna give it like February, where they'll announce like the final Switch title, which is like Super Mario like Hopscotch.
Do you think this is a good point in chat? Do you think we are still getting Olympics games?
Starting to get worried. I stay up late
Really?
at night, like panicking about it. Like I pacing around my room. I don't know. They usually announce the Olympic Games like Mario like a year before the actual Olympics, but we're closing in. We're closing in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is it. This is the year.
The year they finally. Maybe we'll just get Sonic at the Olympic Games this time, and Mario won't be there.
Yeah, there's something
Maybe
like
we'll get Tingle Whisper instead. They would
Get a
never
falling
update
out.
that roster for any reason.
No, they would remove all the Mario characters, not any more Sonic ones.
Oh.
I just it's interesting. I don't know, like it's Mario has such a big cast of characters. Like a lot of them kind of struggle sometimes to find a place in the world. Like like
That's such a sad way to put it.
you know what I mean? They're like the guys, everyone who's like in Mario Wonder is gonna always have like a job. If that makes sense. Like they're very easy characters to put into things. They all like stand out from one another. But like when you get into like other characters who are a bit more specific, like Wario always has his own game. So even if he's not like, if they're not making Mario spin-offs, Wario's always gonna be showing up for like Ware, stuff like that. Donkey Kong's got his own thing going on. Yoshi is part of the Mario series and pretty frequently gets his own games. But like when you get to like characters like Waluigi and like Rosalina and Pauline, who are a bit more specific in a lot of ways, like what do we do with these guys? They're not in like real games. Like they can show up for sports. We're not doing any sports things that year. Or what do they do?
Sad. It's sad. If if there's a second tier Mario character in your life, take the time, reach out, let them know that you're there for them.
I was going to say Nabbit,
Agreed.
it's not even true. Nabbit is in a game right now.
No,
Can't even say
Nabbit-
Yeah.
Can't even say Diddy Kong because next time they get a Donkey Kong game, Diddy Kong has a job.
yeah.
Waluigi doesn't even
Yeah.
get to show up to WarioWare.
That's like the sad that says everything without saying anything,
They're in
It's
Mario
making
Kart. Yeah,
Nabbit.
but that's not a new game.
Waluigi's entire future right now is depending on if they make Mario Kart 9 a launch title. He's sitting there like in the office, like the Nintendo office, like, you guys think they're making this one a launch title? You think
Poor guy.
I could be there day one this time on the console?
Do you think he's been at Wario's door asking to be in WarioWare?
I don't think he ever like directly asks, but he like implies it pretty hard. Like, oh, Jimmy G sounds like a cool guy. Why don't you introduce me sometime? Oh, that's pizza. Wow, I've been there before. Be cool if he introduced me to the woman herself. Oh, wow, is that 5-volt? He loves games. I'm from games.
Oh yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go eat garlic. And he just closes the door.
I'm going to go pick all of my nose hairs out to buy. Daisy has just now escaped that hell. Daisy has pretty hardcore escaped that hell. I'm someone who pays way too much attention to Nintendo branding. I can tell you, Nintendo really likes Daisy now. When they do like small character like group things for like promotional stuff, they usually include Daisy now. Like their New Year's thing they posted on Twitter, they included like 6 characters and Daisy was one of them. Daisy is probably like a main character now. Jeez, we're out of the era of Mario Strikers Battle League not including her on the base roster was the final straw.
Right. That was ridiculous.
The great Daisy and Rosalina fan feud has come to an end.
Oh wait, that's true. Wait, but no, now Rosalina's losing prominence. It's gonna keep going. Men in their 30s are gonna argue about this till the end of time.
Lesbians
Yay.
are just gonna love each other.
Oh, the girlies don't care about this. Any Daisy versus Rosalina debate is cis men in their like 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
Any words on the tragic Waluigi here?
No.
I hope they do something funny soon. I hope they have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever.
What is it? Kill him?
Catch
If you
me!
think that's the funniest thing.
Hey, don't worry. Catch me, Rosalina, and Berto in the new Mario Party Quarter 4 2024. Oh, yeah!
Mario
It's
Party.
really far away.
Get it together.
Hey, anyone here like Minecraft?
Oh, but oh yeah, I drew the Mickey.
Oh boy, hold on. Before we do this, let me see Rose's Mickey.
Yeah. Show us your Mickey.
Got his tits out. Let me put this on the screen.
It's a
Yeah.
sort of lesbian Mickey.
I'd like to get that character on our boat.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. What's your what's up with Minecraft these days,
All right. So for the past decade, I feel like it's gotta be like a decade. There's been like a Minecraft movie that's supposed to happen. I feel like every year we get an update on it for like the past 10 years. Like it's coming. At some point, Mac from It's Always Sunny was like directing it. Don't think that's happening anymore. That was probably like
Really?
3 years ago. But it feels
Oh
like
my god.
I feel like this movie's been canceled and restarted so many times. I think it was based off Minecraft story mode at some point. I don't think it is now because like the actor we're about to talk about is playing Steve, who is not in that game.
Steve has been casted, everybody.
Yes, Steve from Smash Brothers tournaments has been casted.
Yes.
Mr. Jack Black will be portraying Steve in this Minecraft parentheses live action movie.
Jack Black, you're saying.
Yes.
Jack Black himself.
Will be playing Steve
The
and
main character. Alongside Jason Momoa.
will be in this movie. We
Jason
don't
Momoa.
Yeah. Have they like released any like information
No, not even a little.
about like? Okay, so we just know it's a Minecraft movie. It's live action, and it has Jack Black and Jason Momoa, from what I've last heard.
And it's been in production for like 8 years, and it's like canceled like 3 times, I think.
I have no idea what this is.
Minecraft is. I've said this about Minecraft before. I don't think it's a good multimedia series. The like, you know, not like the toys, like toys and shit or whatever. Like kids can have fun with that. But I mean like other games, like movies, TV shows. Minecraft, not good for that, because the appeal of Minecraft is kind of just what you make of Minecraft. Like here's the world is your oyster. There's like not any real characters or like story in Minecraft. The characters and story are kind of what you like make up.
Right.
And I feel like anytime they try to do anything else for this series, it's like just doesn't work ever. Like they made like 3 spin-off games. Nobody's ever cared about any of them. And I don't know what you do with a movie, especially a live action movie. It's just gonna be Jack Black in a field.
I can't picture what it is in my head, aside from being like a really meta, like, are they gonna copy like the Jumanji movies where they get sucked inside the Minecraft video game? And it's like, this is me, Steve. This is what I look like in real life.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what
Crash
I'm
Bandicoot.
gonna predict. That it's gonna be like Jason Momoa is like the dad, and his like kid, he plays Minecraft. It's like, what you doing, sport, on your iPad there? And some mishaps happen. He gets sucked into the Minecraft world, and so Steve has to show him around and like help him survive.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your
You on the
IMDb?
writing team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
What's your IMDb rating prediction for this movie?
Oh my god. I don't even like, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It could be really like, I don't know, it's like, oh, it's like really like self-aware and like hilarious reflection on like gaming and like parent-child relationships. They'll do like the Lego movie kind of arc.
Yeah.
I'm maybe I'll predict it'll be like a solid, like it'll get like a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, like it's pretty good, but like it's no Lego movie.
Be better than
That's
the
a pretty
Bendy.
respectable score.
Be better than the
Yeah.
Bendy movie.
I think it will be. I think there's more people like who are like betting, like wanting the Minecraft movie to be good. You know, there's more people to disappoint if it isn't good. There's more children.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting. This movie, this is the movie that just won't die or come out. I'm telling you, like, I need to check. Like, when was this movie announced? Like, I feel like we've been hearing about this movie on and off for like a decade now.
It must have been announced alongside the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah.
No, it was before that. It was definitely before that.
So that's over a decade.
This movie is like the equivalent of like Schrodinger's box.
Okay. This movie was first like teased / announced in 2014.
Yeah, it's a decade.
Really?
Yes.
10 years.
In 2015, Rob from It's Always Sunny was that as the director. In 2016, Jason Fuchs be writing the script. Then 2018, they were replaced by Aaron and Adam Nee. Okay. In 2019, looks like they replaced again. In 2022, it looks like Jared Hess is now directing the film. This has gone through like so many people.
Oh man, I mean that's how you know it's so good. Everyone wants a piece of it, you know.
You know, this movie's been alive technically for a decade now.
All right. Well, let's be excited for it then.
We have to,
Okay.
like, objectively.
Oh, you sourpuss.
I gotta be like the mean like person in the cartoon, like about like all these baby products like at movies. Like I don't like the FNAF movie. I think the Bendy movie will be stupid. I'm mean to the Minecraft movie. When the Friday Night Funkin' movie gets announced, I'll be mean. With the Bendy movie, when the
You just gotta like chill out.
when the Garden of Banban movie comes out, I'll be like, no, I only watch real. Finally watch
You gotta be
real
chill
one.
like me and just let everything happen to you.
When the Poppy Playtime movie comes out, I'll make my video. No review. I refuse.
All right.
Yeah, the joke's gonna be on you when you're in the cinema with your arms crossed and tapping your foot to the pop song.
when Bendy starts singing his original song in the Bendy movie, I'm like, what's my foot doing? I'll be Boo Boo the Fool.
When they sing "Everything Is Minecraft" in the credits of the Minecraft movie.
Everything is
Minecraft.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't supposed to like this. I'm the adult.
Could it be
Friday
that I'm
night
having
fucking movie. I'm
fun?
scared to think that might actually happen.
Yeah,
That
get ready.
animation was cinema.
Wait, I think that's actually would be the funniest thing to happen.
Any final thoughts on the Minecraft movie coming to theaters next year?
Yeah.
Animation is cinema.
This isn't even an anime movie, it's live action.
Will Mario be there too?
Probably not.
Damn. Let's see the play.
He wasn't even in Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Hey, Rosa and Kels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is like dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the new Pretty Cure season was just announced, and it's about a girl who was a dog who turns into a human. You guys should say your words on it.
Yeah, sure. Rosa, you wanna go first?
It's a lot to take in because, like, okay, so this time they're going for the fairy turns to the human, and then it's also a human because they've done this before
What?
with like Kurumi and Kokone and technically Mushroom and Seal.
Should explain what these characters are.
So these are cures from past seasons that were once fairies.
Fairies are little
But
animals.
also-
For
Yeah,
clarification.
that turned into animals, and then they turn human, and they become cures.
But this season
So this
appears
is
to be
like-
about a girl whose pet dog becomes a human girl, who then becomes a precure. So there's a lot of steps involved.
So it's just
Yeah.
like Disney's Teacher's Pet.
Yeah.
Good one, Ryan.
Thanks.
So, so far we got confirmation of the first four cure. There's this kid with a rabbit that seems to be the mid-season.
Okay.
I guess it's like supposed to be a boy, but like, I don't know. I think Precure has the ability to do the coolest thing ever, but oh well. But yeah, I kind of look forward to this. This is the start of like the third generation of Precure.
There's generations.
'Cause- yeah, like they're
Like Sonic.
the seasons are also split up in generations. The first 10 years are the first generation, and the second 10 years is the second, of course.
This is such a like
Now-
tightly organized like machine. Like there's so many so many mechanisms I'm hearing about at
Yeah.
play here.
Yeah, this franchise has been around for like 20 to almost 21 years.
It's
So,
like,
like,
it's like
yeah.
you got it down to a chemical science.
Pretty much.
Oh boy, and it's gonna be it's gonna be weird to see where this franchise goes once it hits 25, because like they can't keep calling back like the voice actresses forever.
Hmm.
They can't Tom Kenny them. Like on Spon-
Oh, good point.
What?
We'll see.
Hey, bring Tom Kenny's, but they always call that guy back to do a SpongeBob.
But that's his job. They're not.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like a legacy character in the franchise.
Are you implying SpongeBob isn't legacy? Like
Nah,
so
he-
cool.
You're just so stupid.
God, Rosa.
But yeah, so like I look forward to like what's going to happen this season, how the dynamic work, how these like creatures turn into like humans, and then the cures go about. And I definitely can't wait to see that dog rap.
There's a rapping dog.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Don't believe Rosa's lies.
I don't know who to believe.
But yeah, like a lot of things to look forward to. Like I can't wait to see. I'm gonna be sad, Nat, also because we're also gonna be leaving behind Soren, High, Hirogoro Sky, Precure, which had like a fun typecast, even though they're not like haven't reached their full potential. I still love like Sora and Mashiro's relationship. I also love Girl Night Sora. Gonna miss that.
Kels,
And this
you're the oldest Precure fan here. You've been there since you were in about to be born. I'm pretty sure. Old ancient Precure fan. What are your thoughts on this new one? As like the old timer Precure fan. You know, back in my day, the Cures kicked and punched. You know.
You're so weird,
Yeah, that
Ryan.
is me. I do say that. Yeah, I'm a little bit overly invested in this one because one of the cures seems to have a little deerstalker hat, and if there's one thing about me, it's that I like cartoon dogs, and if there's another thing about me, it's that I like cartoon detectives. So when you put the two of them in the same show, I lose my mind a little bit.
There's a cartoon dog detective in this.
yeah.
Do they
There might
talk?
be.
Wait a minute.
Um,
Is this the Scooby Doo?
God, I hope it is.
Wait, how many people are on a Precure team? Could it just be Scooby Doo? Is there like a chance?
They start with 4, but they usually get a
3 to 4.
mid-season. They start with the season started with 4, but they'll probably get one in the middle of the show and be up to 5. So they will be equal to Scooby Doo.
6.
Wow. 6?
Yeah.
Flim Flam. There you go.
So they're gonna have a Scrappy.
They're gonna have or Scrappy.
Any other words you guys want to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I got something to say about Precure.
Hey, let me hear what you had to say about the Precure.
It's me, the Precure Prospector. Now, when I was down by the river panning for Precure gold,
Uh-huh.
I've got
next bit.
Yeah. I can't wait for what kind of artwork the twins make from this season.
oh yeah, the twins.
The Kamikitas. They go hard and insane each time, like for every season when they can.
The Among Us twins.
I think. Yeah. No, not the Among Us twins. The Kamikitas.
Different twins.
Yeah.
so many
different
twins. So many twins, so many generations, so many cures, so many fairies.
Well, we're talking about the manga artists for Pretty Cure, which are twins. But so yeah, they go insane on every artwork they do. When there's like a Yuri vibe in the season, they'll go for it if they can. And it's also a wonderful thing that this is like a season that has both a dog and a cat. So they get the opportunity to like draw Akira and Yukari again.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you're always waiting for.
Yeah.
Those are like the girls that love each other or something.
Yeah.
Dude, girls
yeah.
can love each other so much.
Yeah, they can love
That's
each other so much.
awesome.
They'll see each other again in any universe. Oh, and this year I hear we're gonna get the translation. Not official. I'm not gonna say it's official, but we will be getting translation of All Star F Pretty Cure.
That's a movie, for clarification.
Yeah, yeah,
The Pretty Cure movie.
Rated
yes.
PG. In theaters
Which
now.
I'm looking forward to, and I
Pretty
can't
Cure
wait to
movie.
see the next last hurrah for this season.
Sweet. Sweet, dude. Awesome.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you can
What? What's next?
Well, just real quick, Kelsey, you have anything else you want to say?
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, get out of here, Kels.
This is the show.
Okay.
Oh my God! Can you be nicer to our guests?
Nah, yes.
I said nah and yes at the same time.
Because I'm from California. Don't do that.
I was aiming for
I got it.
Kelsey.
Hey everyone! Rosa and Seep both watched the show together. Well, not together, but like separately, but they watched the show. They both watched the show. I haven't watched yet because I'm forgetting to. You guys watch Carol and At the End of the Universe. What did you think?
That's not what it's called. Carol. It's called Carol's versus the World.
That's not even. That's you. Stop.
Okay.
That's so scary.
It's a new cartoon.
It's like Mort from Madagascar crying in the call right now. Hi there.
Andrew yeah, it's a new Netflix cartoon from Netflix Animation. I think, I don't know. When you watch the credits, there's no like extra production companies. It just says Netflix. And it's like it's cool. It's like an adult animated show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's not like a comedy. It's a very kind of dramatic show. I mean, there's like funny elements, you know.
Yeah.
The premise is it's basically it's like
The
an
world is empty.
apocalypse. Yeah, it's an apocalypse show, but it's like in the like in between of like they found out about the apocalypse and it's actually happened. So everyone's just kind of waiting for it. Basically, there's a giant asteroid that's plummeting towards Earth. It's going to destroy the entire planet, and
Mhm.
everyone knows that they have like 5 months to live.
It's 7 months.
Yeah, it's a certain amount.
In the
It's
be-
it.
Yeah, in the beginning they had 7 months left, and then now, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, it's just sort of an interesting show. It follows Carol. It's an interesting kind of protagonist too, because it's she's like a very
in her
soft-spoken, like
40s.
yeah, she's in her 40s. She's very like her personality, she's not super like outgoing. She's very
Reserved,
seems very like what's that?
like reserved.
Yeah, she's very reserved and like anxious and very like socially awkward. And yeah, it's kind of about her, I don't know, just kind of like trying to find, I guess, a purpose, trying to sort of come into her own at the face of this, cataclysm that's happening. Um, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm big on it. It's very like, I mean, that probably sounds pretty heavy when I describe it, and it is, but it's also like, I don't know, it's not like a depressing show or anything.
Yeah, it's like it's already gone past like the acceptance stage. Like all the 5 stages of grief has been gone through, and now we're just seeing people at the acceptance and just living within that acceptance for what time they have left.
Right, right. Like most of the characters in the show, they're out going on vacations, they're crossing stuff off their bucket list.
Mhm.
That's sort of the dilemma of the protagonist, where she's not someone who really has stuff like that. She doesn't really do anything too crazy. Like,
It's like she doesn't really care much for it.
right, yeah. All the noise. But yeah.
See, someone in chat said Jeff from Clarence is in it.
Yeah. Sean Giambroni, if that's how you say his name. He voices like an emo teenager in a couple episodes.
Like,
which is pretty
Oh,
fun.
Carol. Carol, you gotta come help my dad. You gotta marry my dad, Carol.
Yeah.
how do
No.
you do his voice? Like I don't know. Like when like they make like the Clarence video game on 3DS and they can't get the actual voice actor. They can literally just call you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just have a similar. I'm like the same age as him. Maybe it's that.
Oh,
I see. I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's
Oh, Clarence,
I
don't touch my fries. You never touch another man's fries.
Oh,
I think there's a lot to enjoy by just experiencing it yourself, because I feel like they really hit hard, and you're kind of just like aghast at like what the characters do in specific
Mhm.
situations. It's like, oh, she just did it, huh? And
Yeah,
then it's like, oh, so it's just like it's like, oh, they're like that, huh? And like, oh, it's just completely.
right. I really like how something I like about it is it's like really kind of down to earth. Like it's
Mhm.
played like a lot of the casting. It's not like super wacky characters,
Yeah.
or anything. It has very like chilled out tone a lot of the time.
Mhm.
Which I always really like when animation can kind of capture that.
Mhm.
Because it is like it is a medium that's about exaggerating reality. Um, but when it can manage to like capture some of the more mundane aspects of it, that's always interesting to see.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Um, One thing I like to point out is that I'm not gonna go too in depth about what specifically, but like I kind of like how there's just things going on that feels like it could be just straight up just a punchline,
Hmm.
but it's just like, no, this is just something genuinely normal, and it's like it's something also meant to be taken seriously, and it's like, yeah, there's like, yeah, I mean, get your laugh out of the way, I guess, but like after that, it's just like something like completely normalized, and it's like, oh yeah, yeah, that does make sense.
Hmm.
It's just like as much as could be like, oh, this is like a running gag. Like, no, it's just something, just part of
Hmm.
their lives, what they choose to do, and yeah, we just accept it.
All right.
Writing no one.
Yeah.
I'll
So
watch it soon.
no, you won't.
Yeah,
No,
but
I'm
like
sure you will. No.
you'll definitely see what I mean because it will hit you in like immediately. It's like, oh, okay, so that's how far these people are going with like their final days.
You're talking about her parents?
Yes. I
Okay.
don't want to say what it is. I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
like, I think it's like something you have to see for yourself, and then
Yeah.
like think about it afterwards. Like, oh, right. That's like the
Yeah.
case. It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah, I give it my recommendation.
You want to hear?
That's all I
Stay
gotta say.
here.
Yeah.
You want to hear about a movie I watched?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched.
You did? Oh, oh my god, there's so many good movies out right now. There's like freaking like Wonka's like awesome. There's like the new Troll movie. There's Migration, Fighting the Illumination. Which one
Y'all,
did you watch?
y'all ever heard of Kolobi Productions?
No.
You know I have.
Last night, against my will, I watched a movie called Marge Ryan's Princess Movie.
Huh?
Um so this is what Ryan's talking about. Where do you begin with something like
I
this?
don't even know where to start.
Basically, a YouTuber made a movie. So all right, just like let that sink in for a second. There's been a lot of YouTuber movies out there. Try to imagine the best one you've ever seen, right?
The best 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Um, so it's a YouTuber movie, and the guy who made it is he's like okay. If you don't know the name Kolobi by heart,
Not a household name.
I think he's probably most famous for his cartoon rap battle videos. Not cartoon beatbox battle. Cartoon rap battle. There's like I think the most popular one is probably the Mario versus Sonic one.
Where Sonic
Um,
has his and eyes.
yeah. They're very they're very strange videos, basically. So he's decided to he made a feature length movie. He spent 6 years on it. And he just put it on his YouTube channel. So it's really if you go there right now,
Oh,
if you look up Kolobi
okay.
Productions and like scroll through his channel, he posts like weekly like I don't even know how to describe the kind of stuff he posts. What would you call it? What category of video is it? Would you say?
I
It'll be like, oh, like top 10 like animation errors in
yes,
cartoons.
okay, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like buried in the middle of those. It was posted like 2 months ago. Um and so yeah, it's an hour-long movie. And Ryan and I watched it last night. That was my second viewing of it. I had seen it before.
I'm glad to know.
It's kind of like Beyond the Spider-Verse. One viewing doesn't really do it justice. Or Across the Spider, whatever. Which one?
If you've seen anything from this movie, there was a clip from it circling the internet a while back. Where characters are mid-conversation. They're like, "Girl, we've been drawing," and then the girl goes, "Beatboxing puppy," and then the puppy walks in and starts singing, "I'm the beatboxing puppy."
Yep, that's something that happens.
This is incredible.
And to be clear, that's the whole movie pretty much. Like that's kind of what it's like. I don't know how to describe how this movie is paced.
It's a movie. It defies explanation, kind of, because
Where do we even see this movie?
it's just on YouTube. It's on his YouTube page. It's called Our Drawings. Just look up like Kolobi Productions and look for the longest video on there. And that's what it is.
I really want to find out like a way, like word how this movie is structured because it's like bizarre. Like I don't know what to compare it to because like it doesn't really have like I don't think it like has pacing. I don't even know it's like a start. I don't know.
No,
Like,
it's a movie that feels like something went wrong. Something went terribly wrong in the editing room. It's one of those where it feels like everything that's happening, every like 5-minute chunk of that movie feels exactly like the previous and next 5-minute chunks. You're never like piecing together anything about a story. It's just bizarre. It's a bizarre piece.
there's like a point near the end of the movie where like the villain gives like the same speech 3 times in a row back to back, whether like they're flying an orca.
Using like a reuse animation.
Oh yes,
It's like a reuse 5-second animation.
This movie has like nothing but like NPC character like animations in a video game. Like there's this one animation they use all the time in this movie. It's like character leans back, they lean to the left, and they lean forward, and they kind of loops like that. And they use it constantly in the movie.
That's the dialogue, animation. and the animation pack that he spent $500 on.
This movie, the movie doesn't really explain, like, there's like a fantasy world, but we never really like see the characters enter the fantasy world.
No, I think it's kind of fruitless to really try to explain anything specific about
I want to try so bad.
I don't think anything we say could give it justice other than like
It's something you have to see to believe.
Ever
have
watched
you
like
seen it?
I look at it and there's like, oh, that's Kolobi running right next to it. It's like this is like a bit. Really is a bit that took like 6 years to make.
You know those
Yeah,
like, you ever watch the
what?
show Space Dandy and like they have those like kind of abstract you figure it out episodes, like you could still kind of follow the plot. It's kind of like one of those without the plot to string it together. Stuff just kind of happens. They go to abstract places. They kind of just assume you know what they're talking about. Characters just kind of show up. Like this is like little like man who does like a Mario voice who shows up like just out of nowhere in the movie, and he like just doesn't stop showing up. Kolobi himself, like his mascot, is in the movie. There's like characters who like come and go who I think are creations of the main girl, but like they don't talk ever. Like a little tooth man with like a sailor hat. Stuff just keeps happening in this one.
Yeah, I think the important thing to know about this movie is that the guy who made it, Kolobi Productions, I don't know. He's kind of a weird guy, I think. All his videos have a very similar kind of stream of consciousness kind of feeling to them. Like this is like completely different from anything he's ever made. This is like supposed to be like a family like animated movie. But it has the same sort of vibe as everything else he makes, where it's just like it feels like you have to like do math to figure out what's happening. It feels like it's the weirdest thing because it took him 6 years, and it's like this couldn't have been something that he just like decided. He just woke up and he just did it with like zero effort. You know, like for as slapdash as it is, there was some amount of like dedication put into like finishing this.
Right.
Yet it feels like it simultaneously feels like it's not taking itself seriously, like it's mocking itself. Like Kolobi,
Beatboxing
the
puppy.
guy who made and like wrote and directed the whole movie. He voices like his like Sona in the movie, and all of his lines sound like he like doesn't care about what's happening. It sounds like he's just it sounds like he's been like he's got like an obligation to do it, which is like weird because it's like I don't know, like, show some passion. He sounds spiteful,
like-
almost.
It's like, was it like intentional or?
I don't know.
I don't think it.
I should read this like line from like the description. I think it adds a lot to the movie, like, and the
Okay.
person behind it. 6 years ago, I got really bored and decided to create a family film. Here it is. My passion project has been complete. This is an animated movie. What are your thoughts in the comments? I believe I am on the level of Disney and DreamWorks. I'm left with hardly anything.
It's like he can't be serious, but like this can't just be a joke. It's too far to just be a joke. But he can't be serious.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to watch this. I think genuinely.
Yeah. It's one of those like cultural touchstone kind of things.
Like there's nothing else like this. Like there's no like movie that is like this. There's no like abstract like actual movie that's like this. There's
Right, yeah.
nothing else like this.
I think it's something that you could only make by yourself.
There's
Because
like a villain character and the movie just kind of assumes you know who he is at some point.
there's a lot of stuff like that where it's just you have to be him. It feels like when like a kid makes something, you know, and they're just kind of doing stuff and they have their own context and like logic behind everything. And they're like they haven't developed like I don't know, the empathy to realize that not everyone's going to understand you, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't want to insult the guy, but it's a very strange piece. And also, I mean, I think what with a lot of like things that are coming out now, a lot of bad things specifically, I think there is the temptation to like question, like, oh, like did an AI make this? If something feels like incoherent or like terrible, I do want to stand up for this movie. I 100% believe that there was zero AI involved
Oh no,
in
I
the writing
agree.
process.
I
whatsoever.
agree.
I think this is just like unfettered. This is pure unfettered just mania, I think. Just when like a creator, when someone just wants to make something and they just go out and do it and they don't have anybody over their shoulder telling them how they're supposed to do things like this.
like when John K gets to do whatever he wants.
Right. When he was given free discretion to like make like cans without labels. It's like that. It's a staunchly like anti-AI movie. That's one of the
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
That's one of the messages.
There's one of the songs. They're like, "We're not technology. We're doing it real," or something like that. They sing that
Yeah.
line.
It's a movie with a lot of convictions. It's kind of admirable in some sense. I kind of compared it to like a Neil Breen movie almost. Like if you know about Neil Breen, like his movies are like insane, and he has like all these political messages he inserts into them, but it feels like he doesn't fully understand how the world works or like how to convey his ideologies in a narrative. So it's kind of like that.
Who's your favorite
Like, you can-
character in the movie?
Man, there's just so many that
Do
appear.
you like Stick Figure Man? Do you like the beatboxing puppy? Do you like the tooth guy, the little Mario man? Do you like the Eric Cartman wizard?
I do kind of like the guy in like the bucket hat with like dreadlocks, who's like he speaks in like a Fiverr anime voice.
And he's the one who says, "We've been drawing, girl."
We've been knowing how to
Beatboxy
draw.
puppy.
These
I'm
pictures of
looking at
people
this
with
movie.
ice cream sandwiches on their heads that you're putting on the screen, are they characters from the movie?
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's not only a character from the movie. That's the Sona of the YouTuber who made that movie.
that's his mascot on all his YouTube videos.
Okay,
Um,
I'm very lost.
It, if you're wondering why he has an ice cream sandwich on his head, I think he's explained that there's just no purpose behind it. It's just random, just crap. I think he is someone who just does stuff just for the heck of it.
Okay, I
First
respect that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fond of
Oh.
like the Cartman sounding wizard character. He's like, "Hey, are you from Ohio?" He says that at some point.
That is a line in the movie. Oh.
Now, just gonna ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
But when you talk about this movie, how this is just like no one told them to stop, or like this is just straight up like his own thing. I kind of
Yeah.
ended up thinking about like Mike and Melissa.
Here we go.
Everything is
Because-
Mike and Melissa to you.
And it will be in the next year. In one of the later years, I mean, this
Well,
year.
I want to give Mike and Melissa credit. Mike and Melissa has a
Nah.
plot.
You can
That's
follow
true.
Mike and Melissa.
It's weird and it's like revealing. Like I think it's like a Mike and Melissa. You know what Mike and Melissa has in common with this? It's like an
What?
interesting character study of like the person who made it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
would say
like
that.
it's kind of like outsider art.
Yeah.
But I would say Mike and Melissa is easier to show to your friends. Like this is unbelievable because like there's a plot you can follow and it's only
Yeah.
like 20 minutes.
This is kind of like advanced bad almost. Like it's it's something. I recommend it though. It's
Oh, 100%. Everyone needs to watch this at least once.
yeah. Watch it sober.
I'm the beatboxing puppy. Oh, that's right. In the credits of the movie, he asks you to watch this once a year.
Yeah. That does happen.
No, I will watch it as much as I need to in schedule I choose to. Like with Mike
Well,
and
he said
Melissa.
at
You
least
think-
once a year.
Listen, you think I get an idea for Yuri by just watching Mike and Melissa once a year? No, I watch it when I really feel like it.
You know what, Rosa? I believe that about you because I also just turn on nostalgia critic movies sometimes.
That is true.
That's like screw that. That's your
You left
Genshin.
me one time. She opened up like a nostalgic critic movie. I said, "I'm gonna go take a nap. You have fun watching."
What, to like keep you placated?
Yeah, like it's like some sort of cocomelon for me.
I bet you turned that crap off the moment she left the room.
I sure did.
All right.
Your sister gets like sucked into the drawing world. Anyway.
No.
I'm just watching clips of this movie. There's like floating ice cream sandwiches in this world. She does like the running thing. What a good movie.
Yeah.
I just say, everyone, when this show is done, look up our Drawings Princess movies. Gather all your friends at a call, like at everyone in your Discord server, and tell them you're watching it, and just like turn on the movie and watch it with your friends. Grab some popcorns. Down. No.
Yeah. Spend some time together.
He's in the hospital at some point. I don't know why.
I don't know. A
how
lot of
many
stuff happens.
How many times does the beatboxing puppy show up?
He's like a main character.
He shows up a few times. He only beatboxes once, so keep that in mind.
That's
There's a-
sad.
There's a scene where like Super Saiyan Kenobi rescues the beatboxing puppy, and then he says, "I got you, little guy."
I love the entire like last act of this movie when they're like on the orcas flying and like it's just like a gameplay. I describe it as like when you keep dying at the final boss. So it's like the main villain just does the same speech 3 times as you watch like the characters sway side from side on this orca flying straight forward. Like it's like the final boss of like the Kirby game, like the shooting segment. If there was like dialogue,
Right.
and you got to hear it every time you died.
Right. Yeah.
Great movie.
Great movie. All right.
You guys talked more about this, the cute little Netflix film. I had a lot to say about our drawings of Princess Movie.
Yeah, I think we said all that we really. It's not.
The thing
We-
is, we didn't say a lot about like the Netflix show because we want you to experience it and see everything for yourself, so you can come out with your own takes and ideas of like what it just showed you. This one, it's like
we have to dissect
we're
this.
giving you the choice to like see for yourself, but like in a more concerned way. Like if we told you to just watch it and you didn't like it, you're gonna come back to the chat and say, like, you bitch, this movie sucked. I want my Patreon, I want my YouTube money back.
We have to warn you.
Should we get Kolobi on here?
No. Rosa, you watched an anime, I'm pretty sure you said.
Probably.
It's the one with the elf girl. It's
There's a couple of those.
not the one everyone's watching right now, the other one.
No.
It's
What?
Frieren? Is that how you pronounce it?
Frieren, the journey's past the
A lot of
journey,
people are
yeah.
watching that one too, right?
Yeah,
I guess so.
of course. I mean, people really love like elf women.
What do you think of
What do you
this
think
one
of
you're
this one?
watching?
Yeah.
So I enjoy it. It's a nice and summertime. It's basically it takes place in this fantasy world, and it's about an elf named Frieren who's been around for a long, long time. And because of that, she doesn't really gauge that the small amount of time that passes is like a lot to the people around her, which
Mhm.
eventually leads to seeing her old party members years later, and eventually, one by one, they slowly pass away of old age. Leading her to go on the journey to speak to an old friend again, and appreciating the time she has with others while it's very small.
Nobody told me this
Yeah,
was
so
a sad cartoon.
Yeah.
it is, but there's like moments of like comedy. Frieren is like really, really funny, in spite of like the years of her existence living. She's like such a disaster woman.
Well, yeah.
Like, and like a bit depraved. I mean, there was like this bit of running joke that's like about like a potion. Like she's like collecting spells.
Spells?
She travel. Yeah, she's like learning new.
There's wizards
She's
and
learning.
elves in this show and spells. Sorry,
Yeah,
gotta-
so mainly she
What
travels
was
a lot
that?
just so.
What the heck was that?
It was the wizard. And
The
elves
wizard?
and spells and creatures galore.
That's your wizard voice?
My wizard voice. And look at my lightning fingers.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yours
that?
is-
He's a very Wario
Wow.
wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Also,
me,
yeah.
the wizard.
I'm sorry, Rosa. Go ahead.
but also yeah, another goal of her is to collect as many spells as she can and add it to her
Like a
list
Mr.
of
Beast
spells she
video.
knows. Like, oh,
I
this
cast every spell in this ancient book of yore.
is... yeah. Yeah, she goes around learning spells and collecting magic objects. I think there was like a
Magic
funny joke about
objects.
her like getting a potion. It's like, what does this potion do? It's like, oh, it dissolves your clothes. Like, why do you have that? It's just like, why not?
Like that Adventure Time comic. Where he's like, I can turn into a giant octopus creature. But Spogon's like, how does that help our situation? Marcy's like, how
Exactly.
doesn't it?
Exactly. Exactly like that. Yeah. It's really good. Over the beginning of the show, she slowly starts building a new party to travel with her to help fulfill their
Welcome,
journey and
party.
destiny.
Sorry.
So she taken in a apprentice mage named Fern, a warrior trained by an old friend of hers, and
Okay.
and a priest who she calls just as depraved as her old one she hanged out with.
All right.
And as she
like a
goes
full
around,
crew.
she remembers her friends, her journey, and think about her old love, Hemel. Well, not really her love. Like she didn't know he was like romantically in love with her or whatever. But you'll get there when you get there. Yeah, it's a
Alright.
wonderful time. It's fun. It's a fun time. Frieren's really funny.
Alright.
I love the sprites.
That's your
The
stamp of
cast is also
approval.
like a funny group. Like Fern is like so rude to everyone, but like because she has to be, because like I said, Farron is like a disaster woman. If you do not tell her to like get up, she'll like sleep till the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that.
Good job.
Wow, thank you.
But I'm glad to know this is a real show. Sometimes, like, the really popular anime, I don't know if it's if it's like a, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's a real show or it's a show like the worst kind of guy likes. I'm glad this is a real show from what Rose is describing it as.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, this lovely like sticks out compared to like other fantasy anime. Like, at least to me,
That's
it's
good.
like, oh, this one's actually worth watching because like there's like a lot of them, but this was like, oh yeah, this one's just like this one's a nice time,
Real big error for Elf fans right now.
right?
Yeah.
You gotta,
And
Oh.
I've like, and I just remember there was just a moment where my brother just walked in at the worst timing because he just kind of questioned, "What's
Oh.
going on there?"
Oh, did you hate
I
when
mean-
that happens?
It's like no, it's like it was really funny to be honest.
I was gonna
Uh-huh.
follow.
like-
I'm sorry. I was gonna follow my elf thought with, "Oh, perfect time to bring back Winx Club," and then I sat and thought about what I said was thinking for a few seconds. Like,
You're glad you. Well, it's a good thing you didn't say that then.
it's a good thing I didn't say the Winx Club were elves, which
Yeah.
they're not.
Yeah,
not.
yeah, Kelsey would have killed you for that.
Would I? Well, I might have actually. Now that I think about it.
It's true. Kelsey's in their feral era.
Feral arrow.
Yeah, it's all because of the tone of Precure. You'll see one day, everyone.
Okay. Whatever.
Any more thoughts on the elf anime?
Yeah.
No.
Is that it, Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Good.
cute.
Good. All right. You guys want to take some questions from our YouTube members? The YouTube membership you could join for
I didn't talk about what I want.
you,
I guess
you
I
were-
did.
Yeah, you were Carol in the universe, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, do you have something else you want to talk about real quick? You can do it. You can go
Like
for
a
it.
spoiled child.
You can go for it. Come on.
I'll just quickly mention I've also been watching the new Nathan Fielder show, which is, if you could seek that out, that one's pretty interesting. It's like he usually does comedy. This one's like comedy. It's like, but it's like suspense. It's like scary. It's like freaky. It's pretty cool.
So regular Nathan Fielder.
It's like Nathan Fielder. If you haven't seen Nathan Fielder, it's sort of like that that's. I feel like the Office kind of started. It's sort of like cringe comedy, kind of. In that like mockumentary style. But it's sort of like this one kind of brings it to a level where it's like genuine distress. I actually really like it though. I recommend it. I hear this one's kind of divisive with people. It has a really high like critical score. But the audience score is like pretty low.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, which I'm not sure what that's. I feel like most people I see talk about it really like it. I think it's just a very it's not an easy show, I guess.
Yeah, like in spite of everything, Nathan Fielder shows have been progressively getting harder and harder to watch. In spite of
Right.
in spite of like that's the point. He's just
Right.
taking it to a lower level, and you're just like,
I think at this rate, his next show he's gonna like kill someone in it or something.
He's gonna make us think he killed someone, and then he's actually gonna go to jail. And then once he comes to us, like, here he is.
For
And then
publicity.
he wants everyone to think about, like, so were you happy with this conclusion?
Yeah. The basic
It's-
premise is
it's-
like. What was? Were you finishing your?
No, go on.
Oh yeah. The basic premise of it is, man, it kind of gets into a lot of like. It's about like gentrification and like, it's this couple who have gone to this neighborhood to renovate homes and sort of they're saying they want to like rejuvenate the community, like they're doing it for the community, like the people who live there. And you're kind of getting these sort of, I don't know, you're kind of seeing it peel back the layers, seeing how much of it is genuine and how much they're just doing for like, I guess, the publicity of it.
And profit.
And profit. Yeah. Which is very interesting. And I think they do a good job at like, this is something I think some people like aren't big on this part of it, but I think it's pretty cool. It's very ambiguous. Like it kind of, it's a show that it'll like show something and it won't explain it all the way. And you
Like
kind of
Colobi
have to,
Productions.
just like Kolobi Productions presents
And
our
me.
drawings.
And Rosa.
But yeah, I think it might be confusing for some people, but I kind of like it. Like it's very like, I don't know, it'll let something sit and then it'll revisit that idea that it put down like a few episodes later as the payoff. Yeah, there's a lot of like slow burn character stuff in it. I think it's a very interesting watch. I do recommend it if you think you can handle the embarrassing cringe stuff. Nathan Fielder, he's always doing stuff to make you feel like secondhand uncomfortable.
Like,
Yeah.
it's no longer the I take a picture of myself naked in a hot dog and threaten to send it to my grandmother if I don't get the script done.
What?
Right. He did that.
Yeah, there's a bit Nathan Fielder was like, to get myself to write the screenplay in time, I take pictures of myself in a hot dog naked and to go to the post office and have them delivered to my grandmother at a certain date.
Basically, it's a way to like threaten himself with extreme embarrassment if he doesn't get stuff done. So like, if I don't finish this, then like my grandmother's gonna see this picture of me naked in a hot dog suit. Yeah,
That's scary.
his shows, like Nathan For You, has a lot of like, the premise of that show is like finding like weird solutions. I don't know. It's a great show.
I haven't seen the show, but I did recently go over to a friend of the podcast, Vivian's house, and
Oh my
I was gonna
God.
watch Yellow Jackets with her and her housemates, and they kept threatening to put this show on instead. And I don't know which one would have been scarier.
It's really is like, I feel like if you watch this one, you will be horrified. I think you need to like slowly ease yourself into the
the
works
Fielderverse.
of like, yes, the Nathan.
Enter the Fielderverse.
Yeah,
Because
his shows.
each one get progressively worse and worse and
Yeah,
worse.
this first one, Nathan For You, is like, that's just a comedy, and it has some like embarrassing moments, but it's very like, I don't know, it's not super distressing. It's just kind of like, oh man, isn't this guy like weird? Then his next show, The Rehearsal, which is like, that show's crazy. The premise of that show was like, he's helping people like rehearse things that'll happen in their life. So he does these like elaborate, expensive simulations of real life conversations to help people prepare for them. And that like goes off the rails in some like kind of like strange and interesting territory. And Yeah, that one was kind of like a mix of like comedy and drama.
And like
And this,
actual manipulation being done.
yeah, it was pretty nuts. And this one's just like this one's like kind of this one has a lot of funny stuff, but I think I wouldn't just recommend it as a comedy, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's about all I had to say about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to take some questions from YouTube community. You can become a YouTube member for as low as $3 a month, and you get early access to episodes and get to ask questions on here, and some more bonuses too. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Will they have access to the secret menu again?
Yes. I can do. There's a way to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Now
We
they can
got-
hear.
We got our first YouTube question. Favorite Among Us crewmate color?
What?
What? Someone asked that.
You're making some shit up right now.
It's in the chat.
No, I'm taking
Thanks, Taco.
YouTube community questions from like our community. You can ask questions in.
Oh, okay.
You dunce, you dunderhead,
Well, we'll read them. I'm not a
you
dude.
Neanderthal, you ignoramus.
What's our first question?
This one, I'm gonna kind of combine these two questions because I think they can go together. This is from Mush. Last year was so completely packed with games from almost every corner of the medium. This year feels like it's not gonna be any different. Are there games you all wanted to play last year to get the chance? Are games you're looking forward to this year? And to add to that, any cool indie projects you're looking forward to this year? That's from Kerbot DX. HeroBot DX. I always get the O's at the
You
beginning,
gotta
sorry.
read slower. I'll help you. I'm good at reading.
Any games from last year didn't get to play? You want to play?
I think a Mario RPG. I have like a GameStop gift card I might use on that. Because that's one I never played. I haven't really played any of the Mario RPGs until like a couple years back. I played Paper Mario, and I really like that one. And I've just heard that Mario RPG is like a similar kind of thing. So I'd like to get around to that sometime when I get the free like. How it's like 20 hours, right?
It's pretty short for RPG standards, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Like I guess baby's first RPG.
Yeah, and for me that's still a lot. 20 hours.
Yeah.
So I gotta find the time for that.
Yeah, there's a few from last year I get to play because I don't do anything anymore with my free time. I want to play Hi-Fi Rush and Cyber Bomb Funky Fresh.
Cyberpunk Bomb Rush.
That one, yeah. I want to play those. Those are the ones from last year I missed out on, and I want to play.
Okay.
But you, Kels and Rosa, any games you wanted to play from last year you didn't play?
Definitely Hi-Fi Rush is one of them. I would say Sonic Superstar is something I want to play. I already played Super Mario RPG, so it's like I'm not too stressed. I'm like trying to get it to play. Other than that, I definitely want to finish what's in my library, in my
Mhm.
backlog. And I guess if there were games I look forward to, maybe not being released this year, but Mario list projects I'm looking forward to is one of the Mother fan games that are coming out. These two in particular. The first one being Mother Encore. I seen gameplay of the demo and I love it. It's amazing. It looks so good. I love like the way they're like making it into like a completely new experiences, like and like add in like stuff like overworld abilities to go around. It's just like completely new experience I look forward to. And another project is Mother 4. I look forward to that. I think the characters look great, and rest in peace, Oddity, as of right now.
What?
So yeah, and I it's like invest in the. I think it's also like a very funny but clever decision to have like the main character look like the Lucas, a reference to the fact that like Nintendo and NES look the same. So it's like, oh, this is like a funny evolution of that.
You know,
So, yeah.
you know. Sorry, I was
What?
I was sorry.
Did someone just like punch
No.
you in the stomach?
No. Sorry, I was scrolling through
What the
our
heck?
Twitter to find something. I just was scrolling. I need to put this tweet on screen. Sorry, I was about to say something else, and then I got like flabbergasted by this. Hold on. I need to put this on screen. It's embarrassing. I'm laughing at this because it sucks.
It's gonna be nothing.
Are you laughing at your own joke?
Yeah, I'm laughing what is essentially my own joke that I forgot I made.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna put this on screen. I'll make it kind of big so everyone can read the tweet. I was gonna say, you know what game I'm looking forward to this year?
What?
The hypothetical 3D Mario coming this year. I know it.
What?
There's the probably announced a 3D Mario this year.
Oh my god! I just saw the thing. You just.
You like it? You like the tweet?
Now hold on. I feel like this is also a bit I helped make with you.
You know, this was like almost a year ago.
Yeah, I probably said something as like I probably made a reference to that one post. It's like, okay.
This is like sinister.
What? Oh, you don't like it? Holy crap, guys. I was such a good boy at the dentist today. My girlfriend's boyfriend got me a Super Mario Brothers movie loot box. I'm gonna start pulling stuff out right now. Oh my god, guys. They have the Super Mario t-shirt in here. Got Mario on it. Here, let me put it up to the camera so you can see it. There it is.
Bless me.
It's got Mario on the t-shirt. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep digging through this loot box here. Oh my god, you guys can't believe it. Luigi socks. They got.
Ryan's doing a like Ryan plays with toys thing, but we can't even see it now.
I really miss when Will hated Slippy's Big Day.
Hey, Kels, did you any games last year you wanted to play that you didn't?
This is so embarrassing. I don't think I played a single new release last year.
Did you even play Super Mario Brothers?
No, I didn't, and it's embarrassing.
Shut up!
You're supposed to play Mario Brothers.
Oh man, it's okay,
Yeah.
Gandhi. I was in the new Scott Pilgrim show.
Whoa. It's awesome. Will Forte.
Well, are you looking forward to? I mean, okay, so things you didn't get to. We'll just say everything.
Yeah,
Right.
everything. I didn't play Pikmin 4, even though
Oh my
I
god.
wanted to, and then I decided I actually didn't want to, and then after that I decided I want to again.
Make up your mind.
anything
I'm
else-
probably just gonna borrow it from someone I know who has a copy eventually.
Are there any new games that have caught the apple in your eyes or whatever?
Uh, yeah, actually, there's a game that I'm really looking forward to coming out this year
No.
called The Mermaid's Tongue, which
Oh.
is a sequel to Tangle Tower. I don't know if anyone here knows that,
No. I
but
don't.
it's by SFB Games, who made Snipper Clips.
Okay.
Oh.
They have a game called Tangle Tower, and it's one of my favorite detective games of all time. It's kind of a Professor Layton like.
Yes.
I just think it's incredible, and if you like detective games, you should play it. They announced a sequel, and it's coming out this year, called The Mermaid's Tongue.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Good. Anyone here looking forward to Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake?
Anyone here likes Rick and Morty?
Anyone here a fan of Justin Roiland?
I would honestly, I would be more excited to play the remake if they added Toadette instead of Toad, or at least added Toadette. So
Is that all it takes for you?
It really is all it takes for me, because like I could just like it's a really nice remake. But it's just like
Are you taking Seep's content away from him He loves Toad. It's his favorite
Yeah.
character ever.
Listen,
I love
that's
Toad.
why I also said, yeah, I would also like to have Toad also playable.
No, you said like I'm not playing it if it's just Toad.
Yeah, if
Get
it's
this
just
out of my
Toad.
spaghetti.
Wow. Hater
Yeah,
alert.
if it's just Toad. If there's Toadette 2, then definitely I'll be playing.
Don't turn around. Turn around and Toad's like,
Ahem.
no, Toad. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. She just wants Toadette too. You know, both of you guys.
That's
Listen, Toad, if you were more girly pop, then I'd be more than happy to play as you. But you're not.
binary swag.
Yeah, but you are also. But like, sometimes I want to play as like girly pops. You know?
Wait, we
Oh,
have
I'm
that.
sorry, Toad. You're-
How do you-
I'm sorry. It's just me, Toadette.
There it is.
Me,
Oh.
Toadette, we go way back. You know, like we both like go to our voice training class together. Like, remember? Mushroom.
Anyone want to play as me and Mario versus Donkey Kong? I'm Mario.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Wario.
Why isn't Wario and Waluigi in this game, dude? They're like the third and fourth Mario brothers. Okay.
I don't know why it made me laugh. It's like a thing a Nintendo YouTuber would say.
Yeah. He did the Steve Harvey laugh to that.
Take it home. Let's see. Let's
Sorry.
look at a few more questions we've got here.
Yeah.
A lot of these are
please.
technically about things we talked about already, like Precure.
We're so good.
Yoda and Cake. Talked about that.
We're good at this.
Maybe here's one. You know, if you can remember. Angler asks, "What is your favorite Startcast moment from 2023?"
I don't remember. Well, how much did we do? We did the Mario episode.
We did.
We did the cartoon. Probably the cartoon. I mean, it's hard for me to remember stuff because I'm not a witness to it. I'm just passively having it happen to me,
Yeah.
you know. Man,
Oh, I know the answer. I know the answer immediately.
what?
The Yuji Naka hat.
Man, that was that last year. That
Yeah,
wasn't it?
the Yuji Naka, like his little hat. That's up.
Yeah.
That might be it for me.
Okay. Oh, that episode. What was happening that night?
Oh
That
my
was
God.
the Z Squad episode.
Z-Skull.
Our poor whoever was our guest. I'm
Lou.
sorry to you. Oh, I don't feel that bad
Okay,
anymore.
then. Nah, it was Lou's fault.
Okay,
No, I think it was Lou's fault for that.
I think that was Ryan's fault, honestly.
Another.
Well, I remember I was lecturing someone. It's like, saw it, you could have gone without having to say anything about it, but you posted anyway.
Yeah. The Mario animal discussion was last year too. I think that's an all-timer Startcast one.
Oh yeah.
What animal do you think the characters will be? That's an all-timer, I think.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
instance of that out of all 20 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like scrolling through. All the shadow stream we did last year, I think was really good too.
I'm glad we got to do that. That was
Did we had like a professional in like the industry professional as a guest?
We didn't have
No,
any
we did not.
professionals to embarrass ourselves in front of this time.
we're past like noon already. It's
What was Kevin?
yeah. I don't know. I know who else to bring on other than Kolobi.
Really, that's the only guy you can think of.
That's the only industry professional that we have.
Industry
left.
professional, huh?
What about Kevin
Yeah.
Timmer?
That was 22.
Really?
Yeah.
That long?
We were in outer space for that one. Remember?
Oh my god.
I mean, we were gone for half the year last year anyway.
Yeah,
That's true.
we made up for it with the Yuji Naka hat and Mario animals. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Trying to remember because I feel
Um,
like there was so.
My answer is the cut draft of the Lunatics Unleashed episode we did of Looney Duels, where I was a lot meaner to the cartoon that Lou had to cut out because I got too mean to it.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know if I mentioned this publicly. That episode got cut down a bit because I was really mean to Lunatics Unleashed, like genuinely mean to it. And Lou
You put
had...
the writers' names on the screen.
No, I didn't do that. I was just like really harsh towards it. We had to cut it down.
That should be like a Patreon exclusive, I think.
Maybe the lost Ryan mean cut.
Oh,
This is the
my.
Arlo year. Last year was the year before, the 2022. I did more Arlo stuff. I did 2 Arlo things.
And he still won't come on.
Well,
Cafe Lily debuted last year. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, pretty good,
That-
I'd say.
It's pretty funny because then I have another person to be mean to.
oh my god, you're cruel.
Darkcast lost me. I'll post the Mario Mad 2000 gif.
We finally released an episode of like Drawing a Blank.
There'll be more coming. I know it.
I just feel it.
Can you feel it? Oh, that was last year too. The like week I was obsessed with like that one video about like the British cartoon characters singing the song.
Yeah, that was.
Remember-
I don't.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? You know that?
And then we are family. That
We
video too.
are family.
All our names
You
start
start-
with B.
Which one was it? You or Lou that went on like a long
That was
rant
Lou.
about like
That was
Barney? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we had a good time last year. And 2024 will be an even bigger year.
We'll get even angrier and more annoying.
He's big. He's blue. He's back.
All right.
You don't remember it? Like the genie in Aladdin, like 3 or 2.
Oh
or whatever.
yeah. Okay.
He's like,
okay.
he's like,
Yeah. No.
he's big. He's blue.
But
Yeah.
he's back.
All I could think of was The Incredibles. You know.
Okay. We got a bit more time left tonight. Most of the Patreon, I'm still on Patreon. YouTube members questions we got were stuff we kind of covered already. We can take 1 or 2 from chat real quick.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
Do you not want to?
No, it's exciting.
Steve hates the viewers, confirmed.
Yeah, you hate everyone.
No. No.
No.
Brickhead, Angler, Gloomy, Mush TV, the Ray Reviewer, all people Seep hates.
What are their questions? Maybe they'll turn it around for me.
The chat's got to catch up with the video, so they got to wait.
Oh. Okay.
You showed the Hey Oscar trailer even. I didn't know.
No.
Which
That could threaten
Mario?
everyone.
Which Mario would you meet IRL? Like Mario, like the species or series?
Probably character.
Okay. Which Mario character would you like to meet IRL?
Oh, that.
What
Oh,
would you do?
I guess we go hang out.
Where?
I don't know. We go to like a cafe in New York or something.
Which one?
Get tea together.
Address,
yes, you go to
orders.
Cafe Lily?
Oh yes, Cafe Lily, of course. And then if we're going to New York, also go to like Alice in Wonderland Cafe.
I know who I would do with. I would spend time with Toadsworth. And it's like his last day alive. Like,
Oh my god.
What?
and the doctors told me Toadsworth has 1 day left to live. So I give him like a good final day. And I take him to like all his favorite spots. Like, this is where I watched Peach Walk for the first time. Oh,
My God.
wonderful day. Then I take him to his favorite restaurant, and he's like, I remember when I first had this delicious mushrooms. Oh, beautiful time. Like the
That's
day ends with
beautiful.
like we're sitting on the bench together, the Mushroom Kingdom bench, and like the little toad babies are running around in the park playing. Toadsworth smiles and closes his eyes. That's it. Lights out.
And then you
He
wake up.
didn't mention anything about Kameks.
What? No.
That's a private thing. He doesn't need to tell me about that.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like asking your grandpa
he's already
about that.
dying.
No, that's not what that means.
Your grandpa doesn't turn to you like, I had some good old man pussy once. Your grandpa doesn't say that to you.
That's true.
I
He
mean,
doesn't. No, he doesn't. He does not. Your
Don't try
grandpa
to
doesn't do that.
Don't try to justify this.
Who would I meet? Who would be the best? Probably Luigi.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd let him know that he's like valued and loved. I just want to make sure he knows
Sweet.
that.
aw.
Thank you for telling me, sheep. Try not to forget.
Yeah, you know, you're just as much as a hero as your brother. You're a great man, Luigi.
What about you, Kels?
Mario.
I don't know. Yeah, sure, Mario. I guess it's been chosen for me.
He like
You
like
have
it's
to
like
agree.
is like meeting up at the town, like looking around for each other. Like Mario spots, he was like, "Kels, is that you?"
God.
He like runs over.
Come here.
I'm not gonna give you a big hug.
He
Well,
sounds
that'd be
like a
nice.
happy.
Oh God.
Give
He
me some
sounds like a
sugar.
happy-
Yes, Rosa.
He make us sound like a happy uncle, even though he's like as old as us.
That's true.
Is that little Kelso? I did not see you since you were a little spaghetti and meatball. Oh,
No, don't know about that.
It's your little penne ravioli. Oh, come here.
do you still like the Winx Club?
You would ask that.
Toadsworth,
you something.
Toadsworth straight AF. I would have gone crazy. Okay.
You know, can I change my answer?
Yeah.
I'd spend one night to have dinner with Wario to receive like financial advice.
Okay, here's what I do. I underpay my employees and I rob temples.
Okay, oh, interesting. I'm writing it down like it's business class.
I eat all my boogers before 12 o'clock.
Man, it's just so great to be here picking your brain, Mr. Wario.
I haven't showered in a month.
Oh, man, you must save a ton on water.
I only go to the bathroom three times a month.
And that's when I'm standing up to do it.
Okay.
Oh, look, guys, look, it's describing that video now.
My greatest achievement.
Wario Land, the Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
What do you spend it after with Petey Piranha? They're like, hey, what's going on, dude? And he's like,
I think he vomits like chocolate goo on you.
that's
Yeah.
okay. Let's start one of the show off. Ask the reverse question. Who would be the worst Mario character to spend a day with?
No, wait, hold
Okay.
on before I finish up. I want to do this one Mario bit.
Okay.
What is it?
Hey, Jules, you got another money yet?
What?
What?
Where's like asking, how's your love life?
Meet any nice people lately?
You didn't fumble the meatballs, right? Wait,
You can't do this on air.
you didn't fumble the. No, I can't do it. No, you didn't
What?
fumble the.
Who's the worst Mario character to spend a day with?
I don't know. Freaking Bowser, he'll eat you.
Well, no, Bowser doesn't seem that bad in between like his like temper tantrums.
His staged coups
Yeah,
of kingdoms
I don't know.
and like world domination.
He seems like a pretty agreeable guy in between those days.
You know, I'm sorry, I just lose control sometimes. This isn't the real me. I want you to know the real me.
Come out with me. Spend a night with me.
Let me show you.
I
Yoshi.
don't know. I can't say.
Someone in chat
can't-
said Yoshi.
I can't say Wario because I said that I would spend like a whole evening with him. So
I like
Kitty-
Kitty Kong. That's a good one. He just throwing shit everywhere.
yeah, that's like I should be getting paid to do that.
It's just he'd like stomp around the room and throws poop everywhere and do his like crying noise.
That's a scary sound.
You'd like see like your framed portrait of like your grandma who you miss, and he'd like just like throw like a baseball at it and then like start dancing.
Any character is purely just like there to kill you, I guess not. You know, like King Womp. I mean,
You don't want to get to know him?
no. He'll just go like and he'll smash on me.
What about you?
Ow.
What about you two, Rosa and Kels? Who would be the worst Mario character to spend time with?
You go, Kels. I'm still thinking about it.
Really? This is a difficult one.
I think I might have a hard time getting along with Waluigi because I don't play any sports, so we wouldn't have a lot in common.
That's
And
all he cares about.
that's all he cares about. So we
Yeah,
couldn't
when there's
have-
no sports, he just doesn't show up.
Yeah, so it's like we're never going to be in a situation where we have to, be tennis partners or something because I'm not playing tennis.
You like baseball,
I'm sorry, I don't.
like
I haven't
American
played.
soccer.
I'm sorry, I've never played soccer. See, this conversation's not happening.
Do you like to swim?
He's scraping the bottom of the barrel.
You ever ride a blanket before?
You go like outside or anything?
That's
I
a great
would-
like POV. You're
I would
having a
play tennis
really
with,
bad
like-
date with Waluigi.
I would like hang out with like Waluigi, but like for tennis to play tennis. But I think generally like the guys that show up in like the Mario Tennis games, I wouldn't like to hang out with,
Which guys?
and most of them.
Like
Oh,
Rosalina?
No, the guys like the
human ones?
the humans.
Who are
Oh.
you talking about?
The
Who's
entire
name?
Mario cast.
No,
Like
no, they were,
Mario
like,
is a
the-
human.
So
I
like
don't-
tennis in Mario Tennis games spin-offs, there was like in earlier ones they would have like extra characters that were
Yeah,
like
little Camelot
Mario
guys.
type humans. Yes. So specifically, I don't want to be hanging out with the guys.
You're
Nah.
just- What if they're like really cool? You don't what?
Listen, I just want to hang out with the girlies.
That's
the
like
girly pops.
Uh-oh.
objectifying.
Can I change my answer?
Okay.
Changing mine to a me of Donald Trump. I stand against him.
Oh. Had to be said.
Had to say.
Can that be my answer?
That could be all our answers.
The worst president who's ever lived.
Actually, I think I know.
Okay.
Okay. The Boo specifically from like Mario Sunshine.
Why?
It's just it's just I feel like they'll leave a mess out for me to like clean up.
They get their tongue slobber everywhere.
Yeah.
I would spend a day with the Mario Sunshine Boo, and then I'd call up like Chris Bores. I'd be like, Chris, Ghost Behaviorist, you gotta check this out. This is like crazy. and he'll just see like all the ecto drool
And I'll
everywhere.
hop in his car with like a picture of him on the side. I'm the real Ghostbuster.
You know, I watched Ghostbusters when I was 7 years old, and it broke my brain for the rest of my life. Now I do this for a living.
My
This
friend
is the
Puppet
Ghost
Steve.
Behaviorist.
All right, we'll start settling down. Kels, is there anything you want to promote or say before we end the show?
Yeah, Kels. What is
yeah,
it?
Yeah, sure.
Say it.
Watch Cafe Lily. Check out Petal and Leaf. Go on my website if you want.
You dare.
Oh, that's not a good pitch. Demand it from them.
Go on my website now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should be on there. There we go.
It's just my username, kezels.com.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to make one final announcement.
Okay.
Breaking news in regards to the upcoming Precure.
All right.
This is information brought in from Precure Brazil Twitter. Atona Precure is being written by one of the writers that were on Yes Fight Pretty. There were for Yes Fight Pretty Cure,
Okay.
Happiness Charge Precure, and Atona Precure.
Oh, when you said a tone of Precure, I perked up a bit.
And well,
You can like hit me, Rosa. It's okay.
Cafe Lily fans will understand how we feel about Atona Precure soon.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
that's also what's going on. We have the Cafe Lily stream next week. We will be playing the Precure game for GBA.
Yeah.
The Precure
Which
game?
is it's a single player game, but we're both gonna play it at the same time.
I just pogged. That's gonna be
Tune in to
awesome.
see if that's successful.
Okay. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Before we go, I lost. Sorry,
What?
I wanted to read all our YouTube members and I closed the page by accident. Give me a second. Oh, look at me.
You just peeped the whistle.
No, I was embarrassing. I'm Zoidberg.
I'm so cringe. Everybody says I'm cringe.
I'm in the cringe compilation. Why not?
Finally, I get to be a part of something.
Okay. All right. Special thanks to Panic Betrayer, Brickhead, Angler, Fluffy, Donkey Schmiddle, Banshee Neat, Poppin' Pog, Funky Izzy, Nito Nile, Alpha Knoll, Idussie, Kels, Gloomy, Mush TV, Olivia, Magna Mike, HeroBot DX, The Real Yokow, Undersea D, and B Kirby. Thank you all so much. You can join our YouTube members for as low as like $3 a month. It's awesome. You get shows early and other exclusive content.
Oh my god, is that true?
It's true.
Wait, I didn't know about that. Hold on.
Wow. I think I might subscribe right now and join the channel. Everyone in chat is saying this right now.
Picture Gandhi in front of the window, but it's a subscribe button.
Good night,
You
everyone.
pronounce that person's username wrong.
Good night,
every episode,
everyone.
doesn't it? Bye.